Hello everyone, and this is my weekend preview for the week starting on November 14th, 2016. And we're a little bit behind. We're also going into that weekend where I'm going to be down in Tucson for Rewired, the bigger fighting game tournament out here in Arizona, where me personally, I'll be competing in Street Fighter V and Killer Instinct. Hopefully can perform well there. We'll also be helping at least run one side tournament while I'm there. And I actually have a special announcement for tonight's stream because I'm taping this on Tuesday instead of Monday because, well, in all fairness, I was a little lazy. About it. Getting everything done Monday after a very long day with Saturday and Sunday at my job. So kind of spent a lazy day. I've still got a little bit of extra work to get done in the terms of uploading last sets of Rambats. I only have 2 of those up at this point in time. I have the Guilty Gear and the King of Fighters one. I have Street Fighter and Ultimate Marvel 3. They're ready to go. It's just a matter of taking the time and finding since I don't have multiple internet connections, taking the time to be able to do that to go along with it. But like I said, also for tonight, I'm going to have a special announcement for that Rewired event on my Twitch page when we're doing our usual Dead or Alive 5 last round sessions on the channel. So we will be having that, and I'll be doing some kind of extra or a little bit of a special announcement on there. Nothing groundbreaking or anything like that, just a special announcement for that particular portion of the event in there. So that will be going on. After I do this, I still haven't recorded the TNA Impact review, which I've got to do, which I plan on doing afterwards, and then I'm going to record the Raw review as well to go along with it. I've watched the shows. It's just a matter of taking the time to record everything. Now, with that being said, what's going to go down this weekend? Because obviously, you still have Raw, you have NXT, you have TNA Impact, and of course SmackDown Live with its 900th episode for everything. But also this weekend you have the NXT TakeOver special and Survivor Series. Well, guess what? I'm down at Rewired, and I'm probably not going to get to watch those live, which is very unfortunate. In that case, which is probably going to leave me a little bit behind again. But after this one particular tournament, the tournament season for the most part is over with. In the terms of me having taking equipment or having to be out of town or anything in that sense, and maybe things can get back to normal a little bit. I'm going to attempt to also get a session of Gears in this week to go along with it, because I haven't done a shooter in so freaking long. And everything in that sense, but I have other plans after this Rewired event happens and the main portion of the tournament season is done and over with in that sense of everything. So I have other plans. Like, I want to do. I still haven't done a Gears playthrough yet. I still have to finish Ori and the Blind Forest in the terms of a playthrough for that. I want to do another Rise of Tomb Raider playthrough at some point in time, because I enjoy the game on Xbox One. I've got it again on PS4 with all the DLC, everything in that sense, to go along with it. And so I want to get another playthrough of that, see if there was any issues that they particularly might have fixed from the Xbox One version over to the PS4 version to go along with it. So a lot of things I want to get done, and other edited projects that I've kind of stepped away from, because guess what? I had work, had to do the tournaments, had to do all these things, and that was one thing that I decided to do. It was step away from the other edited projects to allow me to have some time to myself to go along with all the extra stuff going along with it, because I was spending time in the editing program getting the matches set up and getting the matches edited down to where it would be viewable for you guys, and then uploading and everything in that sense. And it takes time, And I wanted to make sure I was doing that more so than the other stuff. Other things here. Obviously, you're not going to hear me talk about politics. There's been a lot of politics talk over the last week, rightfully so, by the way, very much rightfully so, and a lot of things going down. This channel is not about that in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't really talk politics. It doesn't do anything in that sense. This is more of a fun channel. If I really want to start talking news and everything in that sense, I would start a completely different channel for that in particular, because I would want to keep that completely separate from what you guys see here, because here is about having fun and reviewing things, saying, oh, this was good, or this wrestling show was good, or this wrestling show was bad, or you get to see raw gameplay footage, or even edited gameplay footage down for you guys. That's what this channel's about. So everything what happened with the election last week, I'm not going to talk about it on this channel, unless if it's absolutely necessary for me to, or I feel like I have to, which I don't. I usually keep my politic talk to my friends, family, and people in in other forums. So, like I said, if I would ever do anything like that, I would start a different channel for that in general. So I would be able to keep it separate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep that separate and not going to say gloss over everything that happened last week, but this channel here is not for that in general. So that's what I'm basically saying in that sense. So don't expect any kind of talk from last week's election or anything. That's why I hadn't talked about it at all on this channel either. So. Yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much all you're ever going to really get from me in that sense, to go along with it. But let's go on with other things to try to do this week. Obviously, like I said, we'll be at Rewired. I'll be helping out with the Dead or Alive 5 last round side tournament that's going to be there. And obviously competing in Killer Instinct and Street Fighter 5. Killer Instinct, I might be okay. I might do okay in. Street Fighter 5, I haven't had any luck with the game. In the terms of the game itself, the game's okay. The game's not great by any stretch of the imagination. I'm beginning to find my fun inside of Street Fighter 5. So we'll see how I perform there, because I'll be playing against other people this time around. It won't just be against people from Arizona, but there's also people from Colorado and people from California and people from Nevada, and different states will be involved in this. So I'll be playing different people, and we'll see what ends up happening in that sense of everything as well. So we'll see how everything ends up going. But with that being said, that's pretty much what's going to go down this week. If I get anything extra done, obviously I will shoot it your guys' way, but expect the wrestling reviews in the terms of the typical ones throughout the week. A live reaction this weekend is probably out of the question, unless I have time while I can get through the get a good connection with the internet at the hotel or anything in that sense. But a live reaction to NXT TakeOver or a live reaction to Survivor Series, unless if I get home in an early enough fashion for Survivor Series, which is now 4 hours long. Jeez, it's going to take a while. But it's now 4 hours long. If I happen to get home in time to start a live reaction for Survivor Series on Sunday, I'll do so. If not, I will review both shows at a later time when I've watched them, and we'll go about that. But hopefully after this week, like the main tournament season's over with on this channel, in the terms of taking my stream elsewhere and recording video and all that stuff for that will be over with and done, and we can try to get back to normal over here on this channel in the terms of gameplay and me working on other edited projects, which I've been working on a couple of other ones for a long time now. And by that, I mean they've been kind of on the away side for a long time now, and I want to get back to them, but I think I might have the time to do so after Rewired's over with. So with that being said, guys, expect the reviews coming here very soon. I'm going to get last week's TNA Impact done and Raw done right after this video. I thank you guys for watching everything that comes to this channel this week. Have a great week ahead, and I hope you enjoy the content.